Yep, it's live. And I do believe so are we. There seems to be some weirdness. I don't know if it's coming through on your side as well, but indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today we'll talk about feeling other. You know, it's almost like I have this void here next to me where I would love for someone to sit.
I was just curious if the car was in the video.
The car is in the video. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, when you didn't join me as well, I just streamed of your car while you were talking to my dad.
At least the soul part was there.
I'm feeling especially salty today. Yesterday I woke up not in a good vibe.
He was PMSing the whole day.
Bro, I'm fucking angry. To give you friends just some context of why I'm angry. Last night, I find out my family is not coming back home. And alongside me not finding out my family is coming back home isn't because they told me, isn't because they cared about me and wanted to let me know, it's because they had work for me to do. So my mom gives me work. And I'm like, lose my shit for a second. And then I do it, right? We have 10 hours of power outages a day right now. So this morning from 7 until 11, no power. And now again from 3 until 7, no power. So we don't get to use the internet or use our computers, right? So the little bit of time, the little bit of electricity we do have, my mom is like, okay, you're gonna use this electricity to bake something. I first lose my shit, first deny, first fight it. And eventually I realized that the fight that is going to occur if I don't do it is gonna be worse than the fight.
It's so funny
of the
watching
moment.
you like have imaginary arguments with your mother whilst
They're not
conforming.
imaginary, bro.
No. You conformed. At first you were like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking bake cookies. And then he's like, yeah, ma, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. And then, you know, all of this happens, transpires, while my family is going to go and celebrate my brother.
That part was actually very sad.
It's his graduation today, and I wasn't told it's his graduation. Christian, please sit down. Oh, please, you're causing me anxiety right now, dude. With your crunchy on your feet, dude.
Touchy.
Sit down.
Someone's upset.
I'm fucking upset. Oh, I am upset. My family treats me like I'm a fucking animal, bro. They send me a photo. They send me a photo of them being all, oh, we're so beautiful.
It is a very nice photo.
It is a nice photo.
Very nice, happy graduation
and
photo.
like it looks like there's nothing missing,
I like
right?
Natalie Portman.
I'm the one missing. I'm not in that photo, and it looks like I'm not supposed to be. It looks like they specifically wanted
To
me
be
not to
fair, they are like super glamored up. Like very nice clothing, very sleek and professional looking, you know, with Batman Rudo in his whole graduation attire.
I'll show our
And
friends.
I'm imagining like photoshopping Estian in there with his like hippie clothes and all of that. It just wouldn't make sense.
This is the photo my mom sends me. And she doesn't send the photo directly to me. No. She sends me a forwarded photo, you know, so you can see forwarded. So I wasn't even first on the list to receive this photo. I was just one of the people who got it. And there's my brother graduating, right? Doing what he's doing what's expected of him, basically.
You should take some advice from your viewers. Photoshop yourself in there, but like Slav squatting in front of everyone in your hippie clothes, and you should frame it and put it in like the living
birds.
room. But like get the most ridiculously sized photo and frame that shit and put it in the living room. That's how you get back at them, bro. Show them you still find joy and happiness. Come here, dog.
And while all of this is happening, like my foot has been hurting these days, like pain. And standing for an extended period of time hurts it even more. And when I bake rusks, how long does it take me, Christian? It's quick, right?
It's about 10 minutes.
Yes. Takes me like 3 hours.
You got these massive ass trays. It's like 1.5 meter by like half a meter. And massive, ridiculous trays. I've never seen anything like it. Like I haven't seen mass produced cookies before. So, yeah, it takes a while.
And yes, yo, the amount of inconsideration. I've been tripping out. I've been tripping out. Like, I had this conversation with my dad and I shared with you friends a few days ago, where he tells me that in this household, we speak Christian doctrine, was his words to me. We speak Christian doctrine. And I tell him, Dad, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to speak Christian doctrine. And then he tells me, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm saying we speak Christian doctrine. Very much implicating that I'm not a part of this we he's referring to. And I was like, okay, so I'm other. I ask him. And he's like, yeah, of course. You don't believe in Christianity. Of course you're other. I'm like, okay, good. I'm happy that we could establish that. Then I had the conversation with my mom, and she confirmed. She confirmed, yeah, but you are other. I'm like, oh, good.
The thing is, they expect from Estian to conform to a certain standard of human being, and that compromises on who he is on a basic level, which causes conflict, and neither side willing to let the other be, I guess.
I let them be, bro. I let them be, dude. Like, I've shared my philosophy with them. There's no trying to convince them of my philosophy. There's no them being damned for forever if they don't follow my philosophy. That's the joke, dude. They're the one continually trying to save me. And Christian shared with me that my dad shared with him, apparently, that I'm a lost cause. Like, I'm,
No,
or, not lost cause, too far gone is the word you used.
no, not even that. No, I think the conversations I had with him is like he's still actively trying to save you, and he wish you would consider that there are other people living in this house, not just you. Those were like his. When you were playing Psytrance the other day, I had this passing conversation with him. And I'm like, does he play the Psytrance every day? And he like rolls his eyes and shakes his head. And he's like, every day. And I'm
Dude,
like, do you want me to talk to him about it? He says, please do. You must realize there are other people in this house.
bro, my dad, and this is a conversation I had with him when he said this to me. He is very anti-LGBTQ, right? And I'm not trying to dox my dad or trying to cancel him.
We're gonna get canceled.
But he listens to these podcasts of these Christian what do you call them?
Theologists.
Theologists.
I think.
Being like, and then God said this, and that's why you're not allowed to do it. And then he listens to these podcasts on blast, they're on blast. You know, he has earphones. He has the technology to put it directly in his ears, but no. He would rather actually, put it on his speakers, dude, and make sure that everybody around it can hear it as well. Because the trans are so wrong. The trans community is what's wrong with Earth right now. Not, the amount of bullshit that's come along with what he believes in.
Coal mines.
Yeah, exactly. Like coal mines, for example. Jasmine, it's nice having you. Jovan and Shad and Joyvive and Maxine. Love, 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 love. Natalie, love, love, love. Love you, friends. Sorry, I'm so triggered. I'm so angry.
He's been angry all day.
I'm so angry, dude. I feel...
I'd be pretty mad as well, though. Like, if I got left out of my brother's graduation, I'd be pretty pissed.
I accept that I'm other.
You have every right to be mad, bro. At the same time, anger is only gonna affect you. Not gonna help anything.
Yeah, you're getting sex, though. Pepe loves beautifully. You're not imaginary, bro. I missed the context. Is that a quote from somewhere? I love the Blowman so hard. We love you. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me. Right behind his brother, Offset next to him. I'm not going to Photoshop myself into his picture. Haircut and shave, 2 bits, Christian.
Huh?
I need to get a haircut and shave, apparently, before I can be in the photo, maybe.
Christian, haircut and shave, 2 bits. What does 2 bits mean?
I also don't know. I'm sorry, JV, if you're missing us. Photoshop
2
him.
bits.
Photoshop him with a blunt doing a cholo kneeling pose in the front of his family. I don't know what the cholo kneeling pose is.
Think of like Slav Squad, but shady. I don't know. Cholo, like, I don't even know what it is. I'm just assuming.
Hey, Google, can you show me Cholo kneeling? Cholo and kneeling. Hey Google, can you show me Cholo kneeling? Can you please stop entertaining her, dude?
She's assaulting me.
She's raping you right now, bro. And then you're entertaining her.
Stop. Stop. Pippi, stop. Stop.
Rustig, Pippi.
Rustig. We chill now.
There's no photos of what Cholo kneeling looks like, but I appreciate the Pippi. Rustig, Woefter. Like she's really excited about the energy that's happening here. Yeah, you're enjoying this? You can spend time with us. You can chillax. There you go. Thank you, Pippi. Some chillax has come over her. Hey, Isaac is here too. It's nice having you, dude. Melt, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you the biggest warm Shan heart. The agrimony's been kicking my ass, Shan. It's been like bubbling things up. Things are coming to the surface. Melt, care for. It looks like a drug smuggler is next to you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, get wrecked. You look like a drug smuggler, they say, bro.
I look like a drug
I
smuggler.
look like the sophisticated, civilized
What
man.
is this judgment of
He is the
appearances,
drug
bro?
Look at him with that side shaved, long hair up top. That's the drug smuggler hairstyle. Don't you know this?
Yeah, right.
That's actually, now that I look at you, that's the drug smuggler's exact glasses frame choice as well. And probably like actually the lenses also. It looks like drug smuggler lens.
And here I thought I'd look as friendly as possible. Then again, the drug smugglers look friendly as well.
I probably would. They're probably the most friendly, dude. Sorry, it's okay. It's okay. Like Christian was sharing his sentiments of the severity of the trip with me as well, and I told him because that's
I
what
felt
that's
really
felt
bad.
true in that moment.
You know, I felt really bad. I feel like, particularly with events like your brother's graduation, and this isn't to like judge the family or anything or tell them they're doing something wrong. It's just that, in my opinion, like you invite family, especially close family, like your brother.
Bro, like my brother is gonna have one graduation in his whole life. Oh. And I'm dude, for what it's worth, and this is just my bias and ego speaking right now, so I'm fully aware of that. I believe I'm more proud of Rudo than the rest of my family is combined. Because I aspire to be like him, dude. Right? I don't think the rest of my family aspires to be like Rudo. Rudo is such a hard worker. Rudo did that, you know, basically in the time, you know, the allotted time period. He did his degree in the time frame he was supposed to. He got good marks. He paid for one of the years himself, essentially. He's a gangster, dude. Now he has a job, right? And now on top of that, bro, this job he's working, the place he's working for, he's been allowed to design a product that's now going to become a part of their full stack, which he's going to earn commission on every single time they sell one.
That sounds nice.
He already has orders.
Woo!
Yeah, that's Rudo, dude. That's Rudo to me, bro. And like
Batman.
And I
Batmaning it out there.
We talked about angry being a symptom of sad, bro. I want to see my brother, yo. I haven't seen him in a while, dude. It's been months. And then I don't get told, right? If I get told, I can make plans, dude. I can tell Brother Ryan to cover for me for the yoga.
The worst part is now his family is going to say that they did tell him. That they've already told you. You need to have like a serious conversation.
Dude, listen to this voice note, bro. Listen to this voice note.
Na bid aan toe gaan. Mamma sê sy het 'n paar keer vir gesê, en nie dalk direk nie, maar dat hulle nie daar gaan wees nie en vir dit en gister het geglo, gisterand gevra oor. So ja, mamma was onder die indruk dat sy vir gesê het, maar ja, duidelik is dit 'n kommunikasie issue wat
What was that, Christian? What?
ons weet dat dit is. En ja, lyk my sy is nie gerekte van nie.
Lyk my daar's 'n kommunikasie issue wat nog steeds 'n probleem is en is nog steeds nie gerectify nie. Apparently there's a communication issue between you and the family, which is still a problem. And it's a problem with all of us. With all of us, bro. Like the reason my mom and my dad fight is because they don't communicate efficiently. The reason my siblings and my dad fight is because there's no communication, bro. And then there is this passing by where they'll talk about something amongst themselves, and if I'm in the vicinity, they assume I'm listening, paying attention, and absorbing all of the information that they're saying to the point where I can plan my life around it. They haven't talked to me once directly because I'm other. Oh, there is no community. And like those fractal of like, yeah, seems that's still a problem. It remains to be, dude, because it's like we're speaking different languages. Oh. And technically, in this very moment, we literally are. We speak Afrikaans in the home, and Afrikaans no longer is my first language, dude. It's the language I grew up speaking, but it's not the language I think in anymore. I dream in English.
His whole family speaks Afrikaans.
Very Afrikaans.
Very Afrikaans. I don't know how you became so un-Afrikaans.
Bruh. Culture. Oh. Culture and not wanting to be a part of it. And there's a certain
Maybe it's
sucky
the
part in
whole
that as
maybe
well.
it's the whole judgment of like he doesn't want to be like us because he doesn't like what we do, ergo he doesn't like us, therefore why should we like him?
Yeah. Why should we invite him to the graduation?
So I don't know if maybe there's a communication issue there that will never be translated because they're going to keep believing in a certain thing and you're not. I'm not necessarily talking about God here. No, thank you. I'm talking about the fact that they think that you don't like how they live their lives and what they do. At the same time, you not living the way they would hope you would live. And therefore, it's like you not listening to your parents. I mean,
I'm listening.
how does a parent feel about that? When it's your child not listening to you, it's like, put the knife down. No. Please put the knife down. No. Oh my God, put the fucking knife down. And you're not doing that, no matter what.
Holmes, I'm not holding a knife. Oh,
They see it as a knife.
that's the joke, bro.
They see it as a knife.
I'm holding up a heart to them, dude. And they're the ones with the knives, so. Man, I'm getting fucking wrecked. I wrote pain free on that joint. That's a joke. Pain free, I say. Oh, pain free. Life is not gonna be pain free. I promise you that.
It's hilarious to think that life would be pain-free.
The word pain free is a joke to me, bro. It's funny almost. And that's what I wrote, dude, like so coyly, because my foot's been hurting. So I wanted to smoke this joint earlier because my foot's been hurting. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke a pain-free joint so that I don't feel the pain. And then this whole conversation that came with it, bro.
You needed to feel, you needed to cry, bro.
It's okay.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay to be other.
It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel shit about the fact that you missed your bro's graduation, bro. It matters.
Yeah.
And but I seriously mean it. Like, if you do want to change shit, though, then you're gonna have to have a serious conversation with your parents.
You're getting tuned up.
What?
I'm sorry, I missed the last bit, bro. Tell me why Overlord legit looks like a dude did buy LSD from that festival.
Guys, I'm aspiring to be above Santa one day, and they're saying I look like a drug dealer.
Bro, LSD drug dealer sounds. LSD dealer is better than drug dealer, dude.
That's fair. At least it's not like a crack.
Yeah, you're not
Crack,
selling crack
so
or meth or
There
something.
are standards.
Seems like he's trying to bend the tree. I like him as a human being, and my family is always open for his fractal. I feel like I'm missing context. We're doing this right behind his brother and the offset next to his mom. Over the Wait for the photo still. Melt, maybe it's time to bounce out of there because it appears your father has said to you.
No, I don't agree.
No, I don't agree either, actually, Nanshi. Because me and my dad have had proper conversations, and this is the dissonance between what my dad is willing to say to me and what he's willing to say to other people. Because I've had a conversation with him directly, where we sat down, we talked about the situation we're in, we talked about where I am, right? If we're gonna talk about it in vague terms. Me living here right now, right? And what it is I'm doing with my life. And it basically came down to me asking my dad very specifically the question of, Dad, can you see I'm doing my work? And without pause, he instantly replied, yes, you are. But then there came a but, right? Where he's like, but you got 90% of the truth. You're not all the way there. That's what he believes right now about me. So my dad understands that what it is we're doing here is what I'm supposed to be doing here, right? There is no animosity when it comes to that. Maybe he has a problem with me playing Psytrance every now and then, but I have a
You're
ritual.
just liberal and he's Republican.
Yes, exactly.
Put it in American terms.
That's the fractal that we're basically faced with. And it's not a other thing. We're not other. We're the exact same consciousness peering into this world and trying to see into this world and want it only to be one way is like wanting it to be pain-free. It's impossible. It is like trying to break infinity so that you can have one side of it. No. No. And that's why he got me as a son, bruh. To like show him it so painfully that he cannot ignore that part of his life.
I do think children are meant to test you as a parent and try to show you that there are different ways that you can live. And I think it's your responsibility as a parent to do your best to look after your children, but don't... No, thank you. Don't get in their way if they want to live their lives a certain way. And I do think families fight a lot. I think families fight the most. I think because you love each other and you're so deeply, not necessarily reliant, but I mean like their opinion matters to you more than anybody else's.
It's your
So
tribe.
when they tell you you're being a poofter, it hurts.
Fortunately,
It hurts a lot.
That doesn't happen though, dude.
What, you being a poofter part?
Yeah, like they don't insult me. They don't tell me I'm a bad person. They just tell me I'm gonna go to hell.
Well, I was... Oh yeah, so much better.
Right? Like that's the joke because my dad, my dad literally has said this to me, where he's like, no matter how good of a life you lead and how many people you help, if you don't do it through the lens of Christianity, you're still going to hell. I'm like, Dad, how does that make sense to you?
So I was generalizing about the whole being a poofter thing. But I mean, like when they say something that means a lot to you, whether it's good or bad.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
how do you deal with that amount of responsibility towards one another, dude? Do you not say anything? Because that's what I've been trying to do instead, dude. And that's the joke, right? That's the joke in this family. Because for some reason, it's very hard for us not to be critical. So we give silence instead.
Silence tends to be the answer a lot of the time. One thing is for certain, bro, they do love you.
I love them too.
They do love you. It's just like...
I don't think love is the problem. It's acceptance, dude. I feel because that's the joke, right? As soon as they accept me, they accept...
Defeat.
Not defeat, even they accept the
It's
things
defeat.
that I do, bro.
It's at this point defeat. It's not even about who has the right claim to it. It's who's gonna give in.
And on that fractal, the other is the enemy, right? The person to defeat, that you're fighting against the other. And it's not a fight. I'm not trying to fight them. I'm not trying to defeat them. I'm not trying to win over them. What I'm trying to tell them is that they're the thing they're seeking. Right? That there is...
I think it's an authority thing as well. I think the way that it's seen right now is you're living in their house, so the least you could do is listen to them. That's what it's... That's what it
think
boils
about
down
this,
to.
dude.
That's what it boils down
The
to.
advice they've given me
Them.
would have ruined my life. If I listened to them, that would have ruined who I am, bro. Like, this is okay. So let's rewind. My family told me to study hard and become an engineer. They told me to believe in Christianity. Now this is Estian, you know, in a whole different fractal. I'm working a job in a chem lab right now, synthesizing the same fucking shit over and over again, day after 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 day, because I'm getting paid good money to do exactly that.
Well, it doesn't
I
necessarily.
go to
have
church
be
on
good.
Sunday. I have a girlfriend that I'm thinking about marrying right now. And then 2 years from now, I'm going to have a kid.
Sounds like a nice life.
That's it.
No, it doesn't have to.
Dude, I don't have time
You
for
can
anything
be,
else.
You can become a pastor. You can go to Sunday school.
They wanted me to do that as well at one point, bro.
You can teach Sunday school because you love teaching as well. So, I mean, there's always alternatives.
Dude, it's again for me the fractal thing.
It would just fit into what they would want you to do.
Yeah.
And you have a massive problem with that for some reason.
Because it's not my life, dude.
That's fair.
It's the life they want for me.
Yeah.
Believing that that's the only way to happiness. When happiness isn't something you get from the world. No wife or job that's gonna pay me a lot of money, or a piece of paper that tells me I studied for 4 years, or, you know, like, yes, bro. Approval is going to give me the happiness that I need. Maybe that's the thing I have to realize as well with this whole conversation that we're having, my trip with my parents. Like, I had this whole trip with myself where I envisioned actually getting their approval. Not even getting their approval, but getting their full, almost subservience, you know, where they go into, actually, you were completely right, and now we're gonna do everything you say. That's also empty, bro. Empty of this happiness that we're for some reason seeking from our family. This approval, this guilt you go through as well.
I go
bruh.
through a lot of guilt
Exactly.
when it comes to my family. And I still do the things that I do because it's who I am, and I desperately fight to retain that. My father still doesn't know I have a tattoo down my spine.
Oh, he has a tattoo. He has 7 tattoos.
I have
That is-
it's one tattoo.
It's not one tattoo. It's 7 individual tattoos.
Which I wanted to get for a very long time. For many years, I thought about it. For many years,
Tell our friends about it.
I considered it. It's not that important, but essentially, it goes against everything my father believes to be decent and worthy of being considered good.
Something you'd approve of.
Yeah. So wait, you remember that conversation we had?
Yeah.
It's like, Dad, what do you think about tattoos?
I
I
asked-
think they're stupid.
Yeah, I asked that like Popcho.
I
Like,
think they're
what,
stupid.
what do you think about that?
And then Estian goes further. He's like, but Popcho, I have a tattoo.
Shows him
And
my
he's like,
tattoo.
yeah, you're stupid.
I'm like, you're Popcho.
I don't think I can handle that from my father yet. I don't want to hear that from him.
I feel, fortunately, it's for me again an evidence thing, dude. How much evidence is there that I'm stupid? If a tattoo is one piece of evidence, then I'm gonna be like, okay, so I'm one stupid up, but I will have all of these other smarts, you know, where I am actually trying to steer my life in the right direction, trying to make good decisions, right? That's,
know.
That's for
I
me,
don't
it's a
know.
balance. Oh, it's a
It's not my place. It's honestly not my place to say yes or no because people are judgmental, bro. And they will judge you on anything
everything.
they can find. So you cannot satisfy everyone. You can barely satisfy people you can count on your hand, you know, like, holy crap. Everybody wants certain things or expects certain things out of you. So if you can be yourself despite all of that and handle all of the rejection, I guess, that's what you would call it, then I wonder if that's one of the keys to happiness. I'd like to believe so because I struggle with myself and I judge myself too so many times. I'm a huge critic of myself, bro.
What do you judge the most?
My laziness.
Me too.
I judge my laziness. I judge my reliance on other people.
Why?
Because I want to be completely self-reliant.
That's an impossibility.
Oh,
Like you,
as close to it as I can get.
I mean, I feel there's value in enjoying your own time and being able to be okay with being alone and needing to be alone or taking pride in being alone, capable of it, if you will. Right?
I don't know.
Like I have a good time being alone, to say it another way, right? For me, it's fun. I enjoy being alone. But I feel that there is an exponential amount of value in actually spending time with people and then also collaborating, trying to build something together because you will build cool things, I promise. But if you build with people, oh, the scale of the cool exponentially increases.
I have no problem with that, bro. It's just, I don't know. It comes down to the very set parameters of what is considered to be independent in society.
I'm still on the
Which
trip
is
of
like you have your own housing, you pay for it monthly, and you have a mode
okay,
of transport,
okay.
and you know the very basics.
Yeah. So what I was like tripping out on is like, why would you feel that dependency is a bad thing? And then you clarify it with that. But it's not something again that makes you less of a person, dude. It's again this whole societal.
It does
conditioning.
apparently.
No, it doesn't.
It does apparently to me in my brain.
My brain, it does that.
My brain is
Oh,
like, you
goodness.
filthy scum, you downtrodden cesspool dwelling piece of shit. You know, like it is. The insults I'm capable of throwing at myself are truly like artistry worthy. I need to actually write that somewhere. I need to like write down a poem of how I would insult myself for like, I don't know, dropping a fork or something.
Poetically. Oh goodness. I feel it's again the amount of access you have to your own mistakes, dude. Right? Like if another person sees you drop a fork, to them it's you
Yeah.
dropping a fork and that's what they saw. To you it's the whole internal narrative.
Yeah.
You watching the fork drop.
Except
you thinking about it.
Except I also have those moments where I've seen someone drop a fork, and in my mind I'm going, "You dumb bitch."
Dude, for me,
And
unfortunately,
it's not like intentional or anything. It's not like I'm purposefully going like, "You stupid fucking." It's like completely accidental. I don't really. Later on, you know, after I've had the thought, I'm like, "Geez, bro, I can't think that."
okay, so the empathy does kick in. Maybe, so this is what I was thinking, bro. Like for me, it's the empathy thing where I instantly cringe. I don't insult. I feel bad for, and then I think to myself, if I was in that position, I would feel pretty awkward right now. So then I try to like
What if
comfort.
it's someone you just don't like right now?
Okay, yeah.
And they drop a fork.
Then there's a
and
certain,
you're like,
then there's
"You
a certain like visceral part of yourself. And again, it's the other, right? As soon as it's someone you don't like, there's a certain otherness to them. Like I was thinking about my cousin, bro. He puked in the room. And I'm very sensitive to smells, so this was partly selfish, I will admit. But I went and I cleaned it, because I was at one part, you know, like, no, I can't handle the smell in the room. And in the other part, I was like, bruh, if I just puked from being so wasted, woke up at like 3 a.m., I probably don't want to be cleaning puke as well right now. I'm not feeling too great, dude. So I was like, fine, no, I'm gonna bite the bullet.
I once had my nephew vomit all over me.
So are you sleeping or like?
No, I was holding him.
Oh, like baby.
He's just, and I'm like,
do I throw it? Do I keep holding on to it?
no. So we'll go to my sister, like handed him back. I'm like,
Please take
excuse
this.
me.
Please take this thing.
I'm gonna go scrub myself.
I need to take a deep cleanse. Let's see what our friends are saying. Thank you, Holmes, for sharing so beautifully, dude. Oh, goodness. Let's see if the comments are going to load. Thank you, friends, for joining us, for sharing these moments. I hope you see that, bro. There's some frame rate weirdness happening.
It's been happening this whole time.
I wonder if it's like that in the video as well.
I guess you could only hope.
Hearing my own voice drives me insane.
there is definite frame rate happening.
Let's see. This is, I think, live feed.
Oh,
Is it live?
if
Why
it
is
is
this-
live, it's happening really slowly, and I'm still in the same position.
Bro, are our friends getting snapshots, frame by frame? So hopefully the audio is live. If anything, there we go.
Wow,
It's not that bad. It's a little bit choppy, but it's not trash.
it's pretty choppy, bro.
It's not absolute unwatchable garbage.
Oh,
It's nice. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. The audio should be good, and it makes me so happy that we get to actually do this. You can go and sit in the tree now if you want to. Oh yeah.
it's too late.
What did you say? Cool and laid back? No.
Aloof.
Cool and aloof. That's what you wanted, bro. I mean, this whole time, you can go in cool and aloof. Your car is like in the shot as well.
That thing is not gonna start after a couple of days.
Really?
Yeah, it just dies. Need to jump start.
Oh, battery. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We have one of those chargers. Hey, got a good lane, even lane. Bro, I've been ask this dude. We've been hoying like screamo metal. You know, it's been aggressive.
Kill. From every heart
Burn out the old. I thought you bathed dog scoop. Sometimes I'm an engineer among an infinite other amount of things. God went for it. Xana is here too, sending you love. I feel like we're so far behind.
We are very far behind.
very like the
you
comments
might as
got
well just give up, bro.
comments got yeeted. Oh, oof, melt. That is a tale as old as time. How do I approach this corporate capitalist life set out for me with happiness as a goal? Yeah, and then the joke is with this corporate, you know.
Sell everything, become a hermit, fight the system.
I feel you don't have to sell everything.
Sell everything.
I don't think you have to do that. I think
Just let
learn,
go of all worldly belongings.
learn how to buy less, maybe, right? Instead of sell
No,
everything,
just
stop buying things.
Become homeless.
Stop buying
They
things.
apparently know the way.
Stop buying things. The homeless are also not buying things. You don't have to be a homeless to not buy things, right? Like this whole system as it is right now stops working if people stop buying things.
I don't know. I'm on
You-
my way to pulling a Diogenes soon.
Buying exactly. Just not even a ball. Oh, you're gonna go full naked. But it's a little bit cold right now. You're gonna suffer outside.
I'll adapt, bro. Wim Hof.
Lane,
off
I'm starting
breathing.
a music group with a dude named Lane. How about that? Of course, dude. More synchronicity. The universe sees. Joe Schmo is here too, saying love. We do the thing. Every right to be proud of our accomplishments. Yeah. Yeah, be proud of yourself. Is that a chopper?
I think that was thunder from very far away.
No, that is still continuing, or that must be a chopper. Maybe melt. You can only feel fulfilled when you accept that they do not approve and show them that you are still happy. You think I'm doing that?
No.
Do I look
I
upset?
think you want them to approve. Yes, you look upset. Oh, you had the whole freaking day being upset.
No, I don't mean today. I was upset, bro. And I feel very light now, having cried a little bit, actually. But do I still look upset?
Your eyes are a little red, yeah.
I am a little
You're a
bit
bit droopy.
blazed, a little bit cryy. But I'm talking about day to day.
You're also a dramatic individual, though, which I sympathize with because I feel the same. We are unfortunately born drama queens. We feel deep and we cry and we take things personally. So we try to change the world around us and we fail and we cry even more. And so that's just the curse we're born with, bro. To be dramatic and expressive leaves you vulnerable and in pain. There are trade-offs.
Yeah, I feel worthy ones though, right? This beautiful quote of, if this is the price you have to pay to be who you want to be.
I think it's a beautiful existence, honestly. I feel everyone could use a bit more drama and spice in their life and a bit of sass. you know?
Masala.
Masala!
as
Yeah,
Adrian would
where's the
say.
masala, bro? Oh, fuck. That gave me like a shit ton of flashbacks of Cytron's parties.
No.
Yeah, I think being dramatic is a wonderful thing. Feel. If you're gonna feel deeply. Except, if it crosses the law. I mean, still feel, but don't necessarily take action, always. It depends. Not a set rules.
I like how I was like,
Get it going deep.
if then,
It was a very
or-
large diagram.
or
It's a big
else-
algorithm.
Yes.
It's not just absolutes, please. And this is something we fail in arguments.
Yeah,
bro.
the gray
People
areas.
just go with absolutes, and you're like, no, I didn't mean the extreme of that. I meant somewhere around this percentage.
I'm communicating an extreme as a point so that you can find balance within yourself. Melt, I started painting your flower finally. Send me, you probably already did the colors. Dude, I need to follow along. I have a canvas, I don't know if you've seen it, it's a big one. We're gonna paint one of the psychedelic flowers, so.
You mean you're gonna paint one of the psychedelic flowers? I'm gonna sit there and watch. Maybe trip and spill my tea on it.
That's probably what you would do. That sucks, oh. Why are you
What do you
like this?
think?
Why are you like this? From the opposite and judgmental, close-minded side, you don't appear to be happy, Melt, because you are at odds with them, so they may see your actions as the reason that there is tension. I guess. I feel what you're saying. There's a part of them that feels me trying to help is me saying that there's something wrong, right? Which is never the case, right? I feel like it's again for me an information thing where it trips me out how we can know information
And
and
your
still
dad
not
tries
act
to
on it.
help me, and I don't necessarily always appreciate it, but it's him trying to help me. So I haven't taken it personally. into heart.
Oh, dude, you have taken it personally,
A
you
little bit,
liar.
yeah.
Warped mind.
And I realize I'm not allowed to do that. I have to take it gracefully.
But that's the thing. It's not about how you take it afterwards even, and it is technically still, but how it feels in the moment when that kind of exchange is happening, right? Because he is trying to help you, but in that moment it feels like an attack. It, again, like me and
It's
him
not
were joking.
necessarily an attack. It's
Dude,
just
so
a lack
I'm just-
of delicacy and tact with words.
I want to share the joke of like where if someone comes to save you, right, from this perspective of needing a savior, is it like, do you think I'm in such a rough spot, like my life is such a big mess that I need your saving right now, right? And to feel like that is like a certain level of hubris. And then at the same time, your saving of me is for me to accept the truth that I can't save myself, right? That this situation I'm in right now is something that I can only get through by giving my power to something else, right? Like I feel like that sounds like the probably the worst idea ever, dude. It's like, oh, my, it's like the trolley problem, for example. Oh, I have to pick between saving one person or five. Well, it's gonna definitely kill five people, so I'm gonna leave it in God's hands. Kills five people, right?
Why not both?
Tokyo Drift.
What did I want to say? I feel like time will tell, honestly. And what you're trying to do is a viable career alternative, very much so, especially for the age that we're heading into. People just don't want that cliche of like, yeah, my brother is a streamer, and then society going, oh. You know what I mean?
Bro, for me, it's gonna be this thing of what jobs are they gonna be in the future, right? And then a streamer is probably going to be an answer as common as doctor, or you know,
Probably.
engineer or dentist or teacher, bro. It's not going to be a cliche anymore because it's gonna become a part of our society, an integral part. And dude, I feel like again, it's we're communicators, dude. Our world has been built upon communication, clear communication about goals, about what it is we're trying to do, consciously evolving. You just got a friend, dude. You just got a friend.
I have a sack of
Half
skin.
penis is masculine.
What?
Zano going half penis is masculine. Can't
Oh.
spell happiness without penis. Oh goodness, can't say stuff like that. Leading into this world, massive social inequity. Do your best to make people smile. So beautiful. Fun fact: nobody actually knows what the right answers are exactly. The Poncho Bros. Yeah, we bought these ponchos at Twilight Festival. They will forever carry that energy, dude, of us taking care of ourselves.
That was wild energy, bro. That was a really, really wild time. I don't know what the hell was going on there, but that was a whole different kind of experience.
We had to learn.
I saw the air move. Literally.
We had to learn, bro. I feel for me, that whole experience showed me a certain level of self-love that I haven't actually been able to show myself before. Preparation, consideration, and effort applied into a manifestation. And that was like a small scale thing, dude. And that was so clear about what we're capable of and the direct experience you get to have when you show up for love. So I feel now it's just a matter of continuing to do that. One of my biggest self-judgments are as well, overlord, I hate that I can't be totally self-reliant 100% of the time. That I can't be in control 100% of the time. There it is. So beautifully said, Maxine. I feel that as well. There's a value in self-sustaining life, but value from the perspective of a lesser probability to be buried by another human. Yeah, dying alone. Oh, your body rotting in a bed because nobody's there to even care.
I don't
Right?
think you'd care at that point anymore.
Oh! Here, this dude, he thinks he's gonna get to live that way. I'm gonna come and squat with you, bro. It's like,
He's threatened me multiple times with immortal serum.
yes.
The hilarity of
There's
that.
gonna be immortality serum in the future, and he's gonna wanna die. He's gonna be like, bruh, I wanna live a normal human
I just
life.
want to live my life as a
and then
human being on
and
this
then
planet.
I want to die as this person, and then I wanna be done with it. And then he's gonna be like in his 90s, and I'm gonna be like still looking like I'm 25, you know, stronger than ever. And then I'm going to serum him, and he's going to, his bones are gonna start cracking as they regrow.
You're optimistic.
His brain is gonna start
You at
firing.
25 thinks can
His
take
eyes
on
are
90-year-old
becoming
me, bro.
brighter, and he's looking at me with fury. He's going to kill me. Jumps up, tries to strangle me. I have the biggest smile on my face. I know. Now I get to be Wizard King. I've been joking with him. You friends know the Wizard King, you know, like battle that's going on. Whoever dies last becomes Wizard King.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it turns out that I die and I just actually by default become Wizard King because now I'm in the bodiless plane
spirit
and can
realm.
control the ether. I don't know. I like the mystery of passing away. You know, it's a curious adventure that we all go through. We all go to that place eventually. But yeah, I don't know. If I was presented with an immortal serum, I don't know. I would the intuition in me says just pass away as a normal human being, you'll be happier. And then I don't know, adventurous side of me is like, dude, just take it. Why not? If you're
Experience
given the chance, go and explore what endless life will give you until you pass away by something else. And I'm presently writing about that. I'm presently writing about the horrors of living for a very, very long time. And imagining all of the different factors that go into it.
Bro, but to be fair, Holmes, you are writing in that context in a world with there's werewolves and vampires and lizard people. And
I'm sure this world can come up
and
with
magic
worse
snake
stuff.
people, right? Like your world is kind of bound for violence, dude. Just by the anatomy.
No,
I don't lie.
It's a sweet and whimsical world.
It is sweet and whimsical, and then there's werewolves that are murdering each other in the forest ground, and like, honey, let's keep going this way into these beautiful fields, and then one of the flowers eat you.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I love that. I love fantasy worlds like that. It's like I really wanted that grim, dark fantasy that was sort of like Warhammer 40k, but still Tolkien. I liked mixing those two ideas.
I feel yours isn't so gruesome. At least.
No, well,
Like when I think Warhammer 40k, I just think like disgusting gruesomeness, bro. Like that's just
40k is pretty wild. It honestly is a marvel of grim, dark fantasy.
and human collaboration also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in that way, it's beautiful. Like there's a whole world out there existing in the human psyche that is Warhammer 40k, bro. And it's
Tyranids, bro.
yeah,
We're gonna bring Tyranids into existence with our belief.
Tyranids are the robots.
No, those are the Necrons. Tyranids are the insects.
You think so?
Do you know what Tyranids are?
Those insects that eat everything? Nah, I don't believe that, bro. I don't think the Tyranids would stand a chance. Human beings are pretty insane, dude.
Well, I mean, the war isn't lost yet in 40k.
We're still fighting. There is value in self again for the one, depending on how much your workplace offers in the way of a raise. It may be the time to update your resume. Hiring budgets are much, much bigger than retention budgets. Not to drive a wedge. Get paid. I don't understand on just a really basic level that kind of behavior of exclusion and then sending a picture to reinforce it. Yeah, I feel, you know what the best part is, Nancy? I think there might be a level of unawareness even to it, where maybe they don't even think about it. Maybe maybe they're not being, intentionally malicious. Maybe there's like just that little forethought or consideration of me that it's just like really not the thing. It's like, what do you mean this is hurting? We're including you by sending you a photo of us not including you. So that you can feel
If you
included.
want things to change, you have to act upon them. I told you, you need to talk to them.
Bro, and say what? Please teach me.
Well, say, how about without anger and already like cynical forethought and ground rock? Just go in with actual goodwill and say, listen, mum, I really need to bring this up with you because it really hurt me. You need to be tactful with your words. People don't know how to negotiate.
I'm listening, Holmes. I feel like that's a good place to start. For me, again,
I
the thing
think
is,
it's always best to appeal from their perspective first. So you have to let them know that you do see things through their eyes. That helps the argument on.
show us how we're the same in the negotiation. I feel like the biggest thing that's
Well,
kind of like
usually
limiting
it's
us
more
right
like
now.
you need to make it seem like they're more important than you already.
They're more
Like
important
the
than
power is in their hands. Should read The Art of War.
Now I'm building a conversation in my head right now. Because they do, in a weird way, have power, dude. Like, and it's the power to experience love in our relationship or not. Right? And I feel we all communicate love differently. And I had this conversation with you, dude, where on the physical plane, there's a certain amount of love, acceptance to the point where there's not a combative nature to it. But on the mental plane, where most of the experience actually happens, right? We eat food, we shower, and we feel things that way, I guess. We see things with our eyes. But most of our experience happens inside. And I feel with that inside experience, even though we look exactly the same, bro, we have two eyes. And, like this other question extends to everything, bro. It extends to why we stereotype against people who have different sexualities, the people with different skin colors, the sex thing, right? It's that other, right? It's this consideration that this person is somehow not the same as you.
I don't know what to tell you. People like being right.
Yeah, I guess.
They like blaming things as well for things going wrong. Except themselves.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to be aware of that and work around that. Nothing works by insulting people or undermining them. I.e., great example, your father trying to persuade me of Christianity. He already lost the argument by saying my mind is warped. Well, why would I listen to someone that says my mind is warped when I'm quite confident it is not warped?
It is them seeing the kind of argument that we have formed, and we've
Instead of sympathizing and understanding how I might see things, it's directly that how I see things is wrong.
Other again. It's not the same as mine. It's other, so therefore your mind has
So-
to be warped.
Yes.
It's not how it works. It's not 1 and 0. It is, but between those two integers, everything. It's getting lost, bro. And you know what the best part is? It's proof. It's actual proof that a conservative mindset, that kind of belief system, forces them into trying to draw extremes, absolutes. Because it's either right or it's wrong. You either go to heaven for it or you go to hell for it. There's no in between. There is no in between for them. And it causes a lack of communication, because what we believe in is infinity, right? We don't believe in these hard line extremes. We believe in the flow between. The ceaseless, going back and forth between. Like we make this joke all the time that if we're completely wrong, and we go to hell, we'll find each other there and we'll try to make a loving experience of that as well. Make fun of the demons for trying to torture us, joke with them about them not being creative enough. Did someone say unwatchable garbage? Anchorman 2. It looks okay on my end. I'm happy to hear that. Message coming at 444 is there has to be a physical separation of space for work and space for leisure if you want those fractals to be independent of each other. Blending the fractals can create a big mix of muddy water that isn't as easy to purify. That's a good point you're making, Joshua. If you're sitting in the same place that you watch videos or play games that you do
It's true.
work,
I've had to shift, though minutely, from my bedroom to at least the living room or an office space, as you might see it. Yeah, it's a tough time. It's a tough time blurring those lines and getting past them, but I'm also quite confident in my brain and the ability to overlook that stuff eventually.
yeah,
That is the goal.
I feel like
I would like to not go crazy whilst also being able to work from home in wherever the hell I want to go.
Like I'm thinking about today, bro, where yesterday me and you sitting next to one another came with a lot of distraction. Today there was significantly less, and I feel you maybe got a little bit more work done, right? And the internet was actually working today,
Yeah.
which was nice. Thank you, internet, for working again. So yeah, color palette, image posted in creative space. Thank you, Goo. I'll check it out, dude. Okay. I'm gonna have to quit my full-time job to finish my college degree. I plan to ask my millionaire father to pay my bills. Yeah, gang. Go, get that nepotisms.
No.
I work from home 1 day a week on Friday before COVID. Now doing it full-time. I love it, but I miss leaving work at work so much. Yep, the transition that happened with the whole COVID epidemic is that we went from having a place that we worked and then coming back home and not being home. We already had emails kind of intruding as well, but now your home is your workplace. You live at work.
You live your work.
Yeah,
You become
live
your
at
work.
That's why it's important to actually love what you do, right?
It's also important to
I
know.
just want to finish this point. If you don't love what you do right now, you have time, right? 5 years, 10 years, start course correcting, please.
It's also important to regulate how much you do work at home. Like actually regulate that.
Set time. I want more melt. Fractal flower apparel. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Exponential growth of stress that bleeds through the borders. We sometimes work more efficient when we are able to compartmentalize the different influences in our lives being able to separate the equations. This is valuable. It is one big math problem, but when you can't break it down, you can find a lot of simple answers instead of feeling overwhelmed by the vastness of the question. Christian knows the value of mortality. It's a blessing to have a finite moment. It's the only thing that we are promised in this body. The thing is, that's the joke for me, Joe Schmo. Even if we get to live forever, this moment is still finite because there it just ended. And now this moment is always dying. And there's a rebirth and a dying happening here. And it dies.
I guess some of us
and it
don't need that
dies,
much of a moment,
and
bro.
it dies. This moment is eternal. Even when you die, you're not dying.
I'm quite a cheeky existence.
That's the
I really
joke.
I don't want to be in anyone's way, and I do mean anyone, like cosmic deities. Anyone is anyone's way.
Christian,
Uh,
you're in my way
so-
of becoming Wizard King, and that's not. That doesn't mean you're a nuisance. It means you're a strong force that I can help push myself up with, bro. Someone that pushes me forward. Someone that sometimes makes me a little bit heavier, so I have to push harder. Your exercises, dude. The way we push one another, dude. It's not a nuisance to be in the way.
We mustn't forget to exercise today. This is vitally important.
Already looking forward to it. Compartmentalize. That's why I have that little room, bro. It's where I do my
It's
exercises.
nice to differentiate between the kitchen and the office space.
Have like little spaces for ourselves. It's nice to have you in them as well, dude. Thank you again, Gabby Goo. Equation. Hello, lovelies. No, Vaish. I don't know if I said your name correctly, but that is, I believe, Talia's boyfriend. They are German.
Oh,
Very cool. They make things, sell them on Etsy. Such freaking cool. It's Talia. It's Talia. It's been an eternity. Are you all good? The universe showing you its love. I'm sending so much love and light over to every single one of you. You friends have ceaselessly, uninterruptedly been showing love. So consistent. It's like a laser. And then I keep coming on. Keep seeing it. But when it comes to the love I get from my family, it goes.
it's a beautiful dance. It's a dance, bro.
Yeah, so love is true. Love is true. How about you, Talia? It's nice seeing you, dear friend. It's nice having you here. Thank you, Nal. How are things? Something's being said. Oh, 888 Infinity Heart. I was talking about 888 today, dude. When I was talking about this pair of pants I'm wearing right now. How about that? I paid 888 rands for this pair of pants. It's like $50.
He skeeved the shopkeeper
I didn't keep the shopkeeper.
for less money.
He offered it for 1,500 rand, 1,050 rand, which is like $65 at this point, maybe even less than that. And I was like, I'll give you 888. And he was like, okay. And like, kung, 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 kung. Pressed the 8 3 times. Pressed okay. And he was happy. I bought this from him as well. It's the same dude. And next time I go to his festival, or
Same
that
guy.
festival, yeah,
Was it a different festival you bought the pants at?
yeah. Exactly. And now, next festival, maybe I'll have more capital, buy another piece of psychedelic clothing from the same guy. Not skeeving him, I'm supporting him. Sending him 888. You know what 888 means in the numerology world? Abundance. Whoop, 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 whoop. Big monies coming his way, always. And Talia sending us big monies as well. Thank you for the 888s. Love, love, love you too. Let me see. Shell is here too, saying, reading remote work. I'm in North Cal, but my projects are all over Southern California and the Mountain States. I just can't imagine working in an office ever again. I work as little as possible, and I stop working the minute that anything bothers me, and I walk away. Get in my car, and I go to the thrift store. I always on the anti-work subreddit. I hate the man, so I'm just getting paid. I'm gonna do
This
what's
back
right
to
for
the
me.
office thing has been bothering me a lot lately.
Like trying to encourage people to come back into the
No,
office.
forcing them, bro.
Forcing them.
Some companies are forcing. Straight back to the office or you're fired, bro.
Can they do that?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, they just recently said that COVID is no longer a public health emergency. So now the companies can kind of do that because they're like, bruh, there's no more COVID. Come into work.
Yeah. It just shows how oppressed we actually are.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
And you know, they're digging their own grave, bro. Every single time they do
are,
stuff
dude.
like that, they're
It's
like,
not a forward-thinking way.
let's see what's being said. I haven't seen Eva in your lap the way she's in Christian's. Yeah, she is. She's really in love, it seems. And my fingers are really cold when I do these streams. And she doesn't like that, bro. For some reason, all of the blood, you know, I'm pretty sure it goes to my brain, bro. We're like every single time I finish streaming, my fingers are
Maybe
ice
it's your
cold.
throat because you talk so much.
Maybe. Couldn't be, bro. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Sit in silence and watch it, friend?
Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty interesting stream.
I've
Just
done-
once.
I've done once.
once.
I've done it once.
You just sat
Complete
and-
dead silence for the whole stream.
And you just watched.
We even went on that day onto the front page of Reddit, bro. I remember very beautifully one of the friends, kind of snarkily, like it was a snark comment, but for me it was a massive compliment. And he mentioned like, "Oh, congratulations! You can pull a crowd even by saying nothing." You know, and then it was like, "Stop streaming" or something like that, and I was like, I see you, dear friend. I didn't think about it that way, but that's beautifully said. Yeah, so that we actually sit in that spot. Do you see that spot up there? Where the planks are? I had a pillow. I hang the camera from that branch up there. Dead silence. There was a sprayer in the background going.
That's quite a peaceful image.
And I was doing breathwork exercises at some point. With my mouth breathing. It was a whole experience. We should do it again sometime, maybe. Just silence for the stream. Would you friends want that? No. Yeah, it would be maybe some kalimba, you know, to interrupt the silence, if anything. At some point in my life, I woke up and decided to contribute to the system as little as I can. I make money when I need it, and I am committed to survival. I refuse to be a spoke of the wheel, to be expected, right? To be that, to have your value measured with whether or not you are a spoke to the wheel. My friend who passed away in February was the embodiment of love. What you do. He didn't like his job at one point in time, and he changed it. He was always on a forward path instead of being stagnant. Who needs tears? All of us are capable of this. I'm seeing a flower grow as I'm closing my eyes, sending you so much love as well. He's an example I look to. I try to invoke a spirit now. Well, I don't know if you like flowers, but I saw a flower growing on my mind. Will Pippi not allow it? I feel Pippi isn't actually that jealous when it comes to Christia, unfortunately. I don't know if Eva is aware of that part of... But she's really having a good time. It's also cold these days again. So maybe we'll have more of Eva.
Body heat. Skin dog, good for body heat.
The social structure of this planet is not a thing that feels good to my spirit. It is transactional, right? I've been tripping out about that a lot. It's how the nature of our reality right now and the relationship with one another is transactional. You give me something, and only then are you allowed to get something, right? Only then are you worthy of getting love. This is what it feels like. I have to make choices. Enjoy my work. All my clients are trying to make the world a better place in their own way. Manifest. I play the game when I need to, when I live outside and the existence as much as I can. Making yourself used to it. That's a wonderful poncho bowl, by the way. I saw one myself recently. Ponchos are like a wonderful, cuddly tent to live in. It's true. It's very much true. You can kind of close it off, and your body heat does kind of remain in it. It gives you like a little pocket of safety. So yeah, as I said, they make things and they sell them on Etsy, dude. They sew themselves, bro. Both of them, dude. Both of them. So cool.
So much work.
It is so much work, but the future we're heading into, bro, so much of it's going to be automated that there's going to be even more value in having people that make things themselves.
That's true. With your own hands. Man-made.
With hands, and they're going to stream it, right? So they get to...
All the polyester is killing me, bro.
Yeah.
There's so
hemp.
much polyester in
We're going to go full hemp. All hemp, everything,
hemp
always.
would be very nice.
Always has the kalimba. It depends on your line of work. Get to work. No one can force me to work at an office. If a client wants me in an office, they can engage someone else on staff who's fine with in-office work. Exactly. And fortunately,
Some people are built for the office.
Hello, puppy.
As far as I
Enjoy
see
me?
it, some people are extroverts and love interaction, built for the office. Other people like their own time, in the quiet of their own home, and they don't want the boisterous space of the office. Not many. I think there are less introverts than extroverts. I'd like to think so, at least.
Dude, like I've been exposing myself to this, I think she's French. I've forgotten her name, unfortunately, but she's a YouTuber. And she's made a lot of very politically and social justice-y charged videos. And I very much resonate with her perspective in a way where I feel she's an amazing communicator. But she's very harsh. She's very direct and she's like powerful in that way as well. And there's one thing that she was talking about, and it's the work culture when it comes to these tech companies, bro. Where that's not really a work environment that is indicative of a female workforce, dude. Right? And then expecting people to come into an office where they don't feel, again, considered, bro. Where they feel other on today's stream topic. It's like double whammying, you know, making us hate our workplaces. 2 plant sales back-to-back days. You guys are keeping me grounded while I move over 1,000 plants 3 separate times. You hear that? I've told you about Dad? He's basically growing these mini plants that are like different peppers, different tomatoes, and then he's selling
might
those
have
little
told me.
saplings. Yeah. And moving thousands of plants, dude. And he shows us, bro, on like streams as well, where he's like filling cups, planting these things, running water. He like harvests rainwater to actually like water his plants. He's been like doing rain dances to make sure that he gets enough rain. Some of it leaked yesterday, I believe. No wonder. Weight is just pouring off of you. But I miss some. I mean, all of the plants he's selling, life is good, and he would just muddy it up. I don't know if it's humans that muddy it up as much as it's our stories.
I don't think it's humans.
Right? I feel like it's stories. Humans, like what makes us people is our ability to tell stories.
I really have faith that all of us are doing our best. It's just some of us are a little bit more hurt than the others.
Some of us are telling harmful stories.
Yeah.
And
or we just don't know that a different way of life actually exists.
We feel like, so for me, it's like the difference between believing the story that happens to your life is your story versus the story you're telling yourself about your life is your story.
Bro, is North Korea calling you? What's going on?
I've been called a few times today, actually. It's probably just people trying to sell me things. I'm so kind to the people that try and sell me things, but they're still calling me. I was like, oh.
I am polite and abrupt.
Yeah, I usually answer. I'm like, hello.
No, thank you.
I'm not buying anything right now. Thank you for doing your job, though. I'm gonna say goodbye.
Not interested.
Yeah. Melt, I really want to kalimba jam with you and my ukulele. It would sound killer, I can imagine. Maybe we can do like one of those dual streams. You wanna come underneath the poncho, Pippi? 2 dudes with dogs in their laps have a conversation about feeling other in a world that was constructed to make you so.
What was the topic of the stream today?
Feeling other, the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You've been talking about the other in so many different ways without even knowing what we're talking about. Trippy. The amount of synchronicity in these streams.
How do you connect in your 30s? I'm honestly curious. Like, how do you make new connections?
With people?
New friends, yeah.
You go and do things you like doing in a place where people go and do things they like doing. And then you do things with people that like doing the same things you do. And then you...
I'm picturing myself signing up for golf.
You like golf?
Johan likes golf. He wants to take me golfing, bro.
Johan likes golf because Tiger likes golf, dude.
I think Johan likes golf because...
It's a rich man sport.
You can't say that shit, man.
It's not an insult, but that's it, bro. My family also loves golf. And my dad literally says that about the sport. Where he's like, yo, some of these places ask absorbent amounts of money just so that you can play there. You have to be like a club member.
No, it just so happened that he played a lot of golf.
And I'm like, there's not That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like the exclusivity and the how special you have to be. To
I don't
be-
think they're exclusive. You just gotta pay for your golf clubs, bro, or get like a set of golf clubs, like in any sport. If you're hiring the rock climbing shoes of the bar and you're not very serious about this,
it's true. And I feel like that still does happen to the majority of golfing equipment, bro. Like, think about this. There's like billions of dollars of golfing equipment being like in a corner somewhere right now. Right? That's the thing that trips me out about that sport, bro. It's why I don't approve of it. It doesn't need my approval, but damn, dude, golf. No, bitch. We're gonna play games. Oh, we're gonna virtual reality ourselves into some sort of like virtual body, bro.
I don't know how
and
to
then solve
describe it.
problems.
Sports has never been a thing for me,
I also have never enjoyed sports, to be
and
honest.
that makes me very socially strange, apparently.
Well, to me, you're not other, dude. To me, you're same.
Because you gotta like at least one sport. Like, is it Formula One? Is it swimming? Is it ice hockey? Is it basketball? Netball, snooker.
Snooker.
I don't know. It's
Badminton.
gotta be some
So
sort of competition.
I
sport.
actually enjoy badminton a little bit, bro. Have you played that?
Probably.
It's that little feathered thing with the longest.
Oh, I see. That's
have you-
hilarious.
Have you played it?
No.
It's
I
actually
played it
good
like
fun.
maybe once.
That's like one of the sports that I can actually get behind. Have you played squash?
No.
I think you might like that as well.
I probably would, but Sasha played squash, so now it's permanently just ruined for me.
This dude, so touched. Oh, there are billions of dollars of wonderful art being stored somewhere right now for nobody to look at. Sacrilege! Stop hiding the art from people. Let people see. Let people eyes all of that beautiful arts, please. Please. Tiki bars are wonderful. Your friend had a fabulous taste. Who needs tears? Love is true. Had a handpan to mix. Ooh, yes, this sounds like a fun time actually. Melt, I really want a kalimba jam. He loved any flower. He'd find at a tiki bar. He loved tiki. Love you too, Melty. Thank you, Who Needs Tears, for bringing your friend to this space with us as well. You want to say his name? I don't know if you did. Like that would maybe help bring even more energy. Joy until I have one long greenhouse full of shelves, 15 to 20K. I have to be creative. Well, Duck Dad, if you're anything, Brother Bear, it is creative. You have literally started a whole business. You've sold thousands of plants. I haven't sold thousands of anything, bro.
Good to sell plants.
Yeah, sell more plants. Get all of that vegetation, capturing all of them carbons, feeding all of those peoples. Nalvesh, may I ask your Etsy store name? There we go, please do. Rebooting at a moment. We have things organized better. I'm going to share it on the Discord soon enough. Thank you. Yes, more. You see, dude, this is the power of this space. And it's only going to...
I'm hungry.
We're gonna finish the stream soon. We're gonna finish these comments. We'll pull a card and then we'll go and exercise. And maybe then I'll feed you. I'll think about it.
Please, master. It's been 2 days.
He's lying. I have to cook for him. He doesn't do it himself. He knows
It's
where all
not
of
my
the
house.
He knows where all the food is.
I don't know where all the food is.
He knows it's in the fridge.
I know where the biltong is.
It's also in the fridge. The same fridge where the biltong is. You just look up.
No.
And then
I'm
you'll see.
completely lost in that place.
It's literally the only way I connect with people in my 30s. I don't live around and in like anyone like you all. This is literally. I'm guessing you're saying my suggestion of going somewhere where people do things you like doing. I'm happy that I'm giving good advice, Duck Dad. Fortunately, we have the internet now, so now we're everywhere. I am living in your small little pocket phone device, all right?
It is kind of wild,
It is kind of wild.
especially streaming in such HD.
You insulting me right now?
No.
It is actually, I mean, you can see my face, right? And it's relatively live. Is Dan here? No. Hope Dan, you're listening. Hi, Dan. Hope you're listening. I think Dan is probably studying right now. Dan started programming course, programming boot camp. Technically, that's what
I'm
it's
so
called.
sorry, Dan.
It's gonna be 6 weeks or something.
So
dude.
sorry. God, I remember deciding to become a programmer when I was still in Turkey. I told our family friend, my uncle, I was like, Uncle, I'm gonna become a programmer. And, he does development and stuff, and he's like, why would you want to do that?
What's wrong with you?
It's such a thankless job. And he was serious, not even like jokingly. Hello, animal. Shelby.
Shelby, yeah. Yeah, and what can you say now, dude? Are you being thanked enough? I feel you like
I'm
Leo,
living a damn good
yeah,
life.
Leo and John Pierre was very nice to you, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I command respect. I'm very serious at my job though.
you're
I do
also
take
yeah,
it
you're doing
seriously.
your work, dude. Like Christian is a hard worker. This man is a technomancer, actually. Never mind, hard worker.
I'm becoming a technomancer.
Because
I'm becoming better at it.
He is.
Let's put it that way.
Already, he's just gaining, the full depth of the magic, bro. You're already the magic user. He's becoming magi right now.
At this point, it's just like knowing your AI tools and having a deck that can run them.
Yep. An extension of you. There's a billion dollars. It's literally the only way I connect people. I'm not a huge fan of sports either. It's a replace of the hunt. Yeah. I guess it is, right?
We're gonna
Easy
go hunting.
objective to get dopamine. If you want to get her to go hunt, you say. You see, there we go. There's the hunter sense starting.
Yo, I just want to say Pippi is a straight up murderer. First night I get here, it's time to sleep, getting all up in the barn house, ready with the blanket and stuff, and then like as we walk into the room and this rat runs across
Big
in
rat.
front, like a big ratas.
Ratatas.
El rato ran across the freaking floor, and I shit myself. I'm a city boy. Right?
He jumps on the bed.
I jump on the bed. I despise nasty little things that aren't supposed to be in my apartment. Especially when it's not a little thing. It's freaking the size of half a cat.
It's like my foot
It
with the
was
tail.
horrifying. And then while I'm going, Pippi runs, and Estian is like, Sukum, Pippi. He's having a good time with it. He's totally chill. Sukum, Pippi. And the dog chases this poor rat down and freaking annihilates it. Like bites it by the neck, shakes it around dog style, tosses it on the floor, and she's like growling and being vicious about this. And coming from something that you pet and love and like you're playing with all the time, this little cute bum thing that's all friendly.
They call them rat dogs for that specific reason. Dude.
Murdered a rat.
I mean, she's chill with the kitties, right? So she has some level of restraint. And she's so chill with you, like she doesn't try to hurt you, even though she is biting. Right? Isn't that cute? That she can bite you without having
What
to
I'm
bite
saying
you.
is I'm seeing it from the perspective of the rat, right?
Yeah.
There's the big machine
Monster.
thing going, and then the murdered dog that's out to like eviscerate you.
It's like, what's happening here? It's like this one thing is like cheering the other smaller. Okay, buddy. What's happening? Why is this happening?
Why is this thing getting faster?
What the hell? Oh goodness, you're gonna meet your best friend in the place with the things you love the most or pursued, gang. Show up for love and you will find it. I've sold 6 plants this year. I hope to sell these thousands. I hope to sell these thousands more. To think, no way, you can do. Now I'm saying you people in this space are the only way. I have connected to anyone in my 30s. Well, again, here we are connecting. We have this moment, right? I actually like write that in my intro to the book as well, dude, where there is multiplicity, right? The fact that I exist as a unity and you exist as a unity. And then by coming together in a moment like this is one experience we're having, right? So yes, everything, infinities. Keep going. Don't stop, dear friends. Breathe. Be calm. Drink water. Sleep well. We'll make it through. I guess there can be opposite examples, but in general, love for something is what's connecting people in my experience. Love for experiences, love for achievements, achievement, love for habits. She's a ratter. Yep, it's what she does. It's her job. She's working from home. She's working from and she loves her job.
I did kick at that. That was pretty funny.
That is, thank you. I mean, you know, Zano is a creative. Thank you. She's getting more applause indeed. R/dog with jobs. Yes, subs like these are the wonderful essence of Revit Lamar. It is right. Have you seen the subreddit Birds with Arms?
No, I don't know if I want to.
Just
That
the-
sounds horrifying.
It's just the whole subreddit where they Photoshop arms onto birds, or like people with bird tattoos, with the birds have arms, and it's beautiful and absurd and it's so Reddit. Shell saying, yesterday in Discord, I posted a crappy childhood fairy video about avoidant behavior that some people may find interesting. It's in, let it out. Thank you for letting me know. Some people. He's just talking about you. He's trying to avoid. We'll check it out, Shell. But before we do, we're gonna see
Yes.
what sacred geometry holds.
Oh my word.
Let's see.
No, please, can I read?
Yes, you
At
can.
least let me.
That's the book there. So tell me to stop, Christian.
Stop.
No, wait. I haven't even started.
Shit.
Okay, let me stop. It's calling.
Stop. Clientele funeral cover. They're ready, bruh.
Stop.
They're ready. Yes, stop.
Purple. Well, this is the card that I pulled two.
We're doing 133.
Pele summons. There's definitely purple swoops coming from the sides, and there's purple lines going to the middle. This is a pretty cool one. Pele is Joy Vive's archetype, bro.
Pele.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a god of fire or something?
Yep. A lava goddess.
Oh, I was close. Regeneration, transcendence, excellence. I'll take it. I'll take this seriously.
I was about to say.
Regeneration, transcendence, excellence. The five-sided geometry of the pentagon informs this card and speaks of regeneration, transcendence, and excellence. These elements fuel the invitation and directive of this powerful volcano goddess. She presents her summons as energy flowing from her rainbow-adorned crown. At the core of this call is a pentagonal spiraling cosmos. This card summons you to recognize your personal potential and transcend obstacles to the expression of your life's purpose. Every life holds the promise of excellence and fulfillment. Sometimes we become caught up in life's flow and lose sight of dreams and visions in the process. It may be helpful to shift your attention to that of the observer so that you may gain a wider perspective of where you are today. Are you content with your life's direction? Are you following your bliss? This may mark a time when you will make decisions that change the fundamental nature of the way you live. It could indicate a time of regenerating, of renewing faith, of finding your personal truth. Conversely, this card may help you realize that the truth that is most important to you is the very essence of the life you are already living. This is a summons to excellence and the renewal of your personal truth.
Gang, gang. You know, I wrote about transcendence in my journal today as well. So this feels even more synchronous. Let's see how long it will take me to find that line. I hope it's not too cringe. It's probably going to be.
Cringe hats on.
I don't mind making people cringe. You see, the cool thing as well is I can
Search?
search my own text.
That's pretty rad.
My life, and this is like an auto-suggestion, right? So echoing in your being a truth you want to live into. My life will be a story of growth and change as I transcend you. There we go.
Oh god, I hope they didn't see that.
It's back.
Oh,
Thank you, friends.
too late. It's too late.
I don't think anything was said.
Apologize. Goodbye.
Thank you, friends.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, friends. Transcend. Transcend. Transcend your suffering. Suffering is wanting for things to be differently. We don't want the other. We cannot be the other. Everything is other to the one that you are. Remember yourself. Love you, friends, so much. See you again soon. Tomorrow. Love you. Goodbye, everybody. Oh.